Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode, the second season of Mob Psycho 100. Now, I'll be honest, I remember very little about what happened in the first season. I remember there was about a psychic boy. I think he joined a club, a different club than the club that they were trying to make you think you would probably join. And there was a guy named Reagan who was a fraud, maybe, might have been. It was a little bit vague on that, but yeah, that's about all I remember from this show, really. So maybe more will come back to me as I watch it. So I'll just do that and hope for the best. Yeah, but yeah, one thing I definitely remember is that I like this show a lot. Obviously about the same person as One Punch Man, I believe. So another very good anime. So the fact that we're getting the second season is certainly something to be excited about. However, before I get into it, I do need to kind of explain how I do things because this is the start of a new reaction series. I do not show the full anime footage and audio in the video itself for copyright reasons. You'll want to grab your own copy of the anime to sync it up with me if you're able to do so. And I do show you enough footage to see the subtitles and a timer up there to make syncing easier, or just to help you follow along with me in general if you don't want to go through all that stuff. So let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I'm sure it is. Those are some terrifying stuff you're showing me, so yeah. Psychics? I knew it. I thought the opening was about to play. Is it haunted? Yeah, it usually means it's haunted. That's something to worry about, to be sure. Oh no! Scribbles! That's a bad sign. Well, it could be much worse then. If anyone can help, it would be Reagan. Of course he will. You probably have more money if the crops and keep dying. I was flipping him off at first. You'll give me your farm. Well, that seems reasonable, that's what Steam does. What's your take on this mob? Or it could be anything else. Maybe he sees my cat moving in the background. It's got the hiragana face. Yo, mob, take care of this, boy. What do I pay you for? Oh man, that scarecrow didn't stand a chance. Yeah, it probably isn't much at all. However, that's probably worse. uh... Ow. High level spirit, wriggle, wriggle. Yeah, ghosts don't need food. It doesn't make me feel much better. Grow your own crops. Yeah, you don't mess with mob. Ooh. Mob, you should probably save him. Is that supposed to be a threat? Yeah, he's not wrong there. So just take down wherever the main body is. Probably. Gotta try. Oh, I think it worked. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Yeah, all I had to do was overwrite the signal of the ghosty and it was all fine. I forgot how much I liked Reagan. Yeah, you can't get past my vine wall. Ooh. Well, how did you like that? I guess it's good that you've been inspired to do something. Oh. I guess you might as well use the stuff. Oh wow, you shouldn't have. You spoil him. Use your powers and see if you can, like, hack physics and nature to make me to do that. I knew that's what your thought would be. But how does it taste? Well, that answers that question. Nice video game graphics. 8-bit. Opening. Here we go. Very blocky. Feel your what? Kaleidoscope. $99.9. Just throw that truck, man. Man, there's some pretty cool shots in this opening. It's a pretty cool opening. Of course. Oh yeah, that was a fun thing. Sounds like a plan. You can make him a man, I guess. I vaguely remember something like that. The sweat. Why do they have vegetable heads? Oh, Tsubomi-chan. Well, as good as you can be with this show's art style. Was that obvious? It seems reasonable to me. So that childhood friend appeal, I gotcha. Oh, really? Tell me more. She's so nice. That's worth a shot. You know, sounds like a plan, I guess. Gotta do all the typical stuff, the waterfall, the fighting bears, yeah. Not sure how that helps with student council elections, but it couldn't hurt. Morishige Kyohei. But we don't get to hear their speeches, because they don't matter. I guess you try again. So he was convinced to. Okay, Mom, what do you got for us? Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole little brother thing too. Yeah, I think the little brother like wasn't a psychic. Indeed. Okay. Mic on. I mean, it looked like it was flipped off, but it could just be the mic design. Just give him a minute, he'll start. You can at least say just hello, everyone. I guess fighting bears doesn't help with that. That ended poorly. Telepathy Club, Body Improvement Club. Ooh, a love letter. That's promising. Very minimalistic love letter. That's a bad sign. Well, she seems cute. A little bit surprising. A fairly minimalistic confession, too. Oh, get wrecked. Who cares about Claud? We got a girl. Go. Go, go. That was a reaction. It does seem a little bit weird, but, you know, maybe it'll work out. I do psychic shenanigans mostly. Gotta keep that vague. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I kind of like this girl. Yeah, it's a bad start to a relationship. Well, if you want the relationship to work out, you gotta be a little bit honest with her. Why'd you look away to answer that? Oh? Oh. Well, that's cool. No, it's amazing. Yeah, you saw him up there on stage. You should know that. This girl does seem a little bit too good to be true. There's probably some... It's probably gonna shoe dropping somewhere. Well, walking home with a cute girl that's now your girlfriend, I can do that. Yeah, he would never get one of those. Don't be silly. Smooth, mob. That was funnier than it should have been. Well, use some energy now that he's got a girlfriend, you know? I may have misread election as something else there. So yeah, is the relationship still going fine? Because this hill thing kind of reminds me of daily lives of high school boys. Well, that didn't go well. Let me read it. Okay. Huh. Uh. Oh. I mean, he has some feelings. He likes that one girl. I just got you there, man. Huh. Wow, Batsugamo, that's horrible. I was right about it being too good to be true, of course, but Well, that was a very awkward situation. Like, I figured it was something like that because of, you know, the way the love confession went. I didn't really feel much passion in it. But it seems like we had some fun together, you know? And I liked her, you know, I didn't see anything wrong with her, so if it was real, it should be worth it be keeping on, holding on to. Yeah, what great friends here. Yeah, I knew that's how that would end. Yeah, that's a problem with this. Mob, what are you gonna do, Mob? I mean, I know you're not gonna slaughter them with your psychic powers, so... No, what's your problem? That's a real question. I'm not sure they care. It doesn't make it true. No, that would be what you girls are. Wow. Yeah, you bitches can go on home. And wow, it suddenly got even uglier somehow. Several hours later. Oh, that's not good. We're picking up your precious novel piece by piece. That's what we were doing, but the wind had different ideas. Well, just don't bring it out anymore. So he is gonna use some. But she's gonna see that. Yeah, you know, in case you weren't aware, just, you know, let you know. Oh wow, did she see all of that? That... Yeah, that was surprising. Good question. How disappointing. He is. That inspire you to write Mob Psycho 100? I guess so. So that was the first episode of the second season of Mob Psycho 100. And man, that was not 24 minutes. That was 5 minutes. I cannot believe it. Like, I looked over to my second monitor, you know, like at the very end of that dramatic scene. It said 22 minutes something. I was like, what? What? Seriously? You know, in my head. Because that just blows my mind. It was not that long. I don't know where that time went, but I don't know. Anyway, the episode. Obviously, like I said at the beginning, I don't remember too much of what happened in the first season. I was slowly starting to remember things as it showed various characters, like the little brother. I remembered about some of the drama between them, you know. And the one weird cult thing that we had before, I guess whatever that meeting was about is something that stemmed from that, I guess. I'm still trying to piece things back together in my head, like what they did with the love letter. But yeah, you know, that girl certainly is trying to get Mob to improve himself, which is nice. She encouraged him to be student council president, which he made an effort, like he beat up bears and went under waterfalls and stuff, the usual stuff. But for some reason it didn't seem to work that well, like he went up there about to say his epic speech and he just kind of froze up, you know? It's unfortunate, but you know, it happens sometimes to the best of us. You get up there, you see all those people that are gonna judge you for every word you say, and it just gets a little bit harder to say what you wanted to say. That's just how it goes. But, you know, maybe it's for the best, you know, maybe... I don't remember if it actually said who won the student council election. It probably did. But, yeah, hopefully whoever did win, you know, does a good job with it. Because I know the previous one went for it, so hopefully if he won, hopefully he can do better this time. Because he mentioned something, because when he quit, he mentioned something that happened in the first season, which I very, very vaguely remember a little bit of, but yeah, that's whatever. But the main thing within this episode was the fact that he got a love letter. And, you know, I kind of figured it right away that there was something fishy there. It was just way too minimalistic, just as if somebody was just going through the motions, so I didn't think it was legit. However, I was starting to think it was the longer it was going on. I was starting to doubt myself. I was like, huh, you know, they've been doing this for a week. I guess it's legit, you know? But eventually the shoe did drop, and she said, yeah, you know, there was a punishment game, you know, a dare, as I translated it, to ask you out, you know? And that brings us to our current situation. It's so awkward because you don't seem to express very much of your own opinions and feelings on things, which is why he has the relationship with Reagan as he does. So he just kind of went along with it to not hurt her feelings, you know, and she wanted to go along with it so she didn't, you know, like, get rejected and have to deal with her friends knowing about that. So it was just a very awkward situation because of that. But, you know, I liked her for the most part. She seemed pretty cool. You know, she writes novels, and she didn't really seem to be bitchy at all in any way, like her friends are. So, you know, I thought she was one of the better girls of the show. You know, what little bit I actually remember of the show and what little bit we got with this episode. You know, the one girl, the orange-haired girl that was trying to get him to run for office and stuff, I mean, she was alright, but I think I prefer the other girl as a potential girlfriend, personally. But, you know, but yeah, that scene where she met up with her friends, that was really hard to watch. Just that sort of, I always hate that sort of thing. Those sort of people doing that. And her just trying to act like she doesn't care just really made it worse, you know? Like, I understand why you would respond to that situation in that way, you know? It's just a defense mechanism and all that, but still, it just made it harder to watch from my perspective. And I'm really glad that Mob was able to step up and try to help that. Like, he really took her words to heart to try to help her, so I definitely liked all of what Mob did there. Like, pretty much, I think he handled that situation pretty well, for the most part. I was surprised that he used his powers to fix up the note. Like, I almost said something about that, like, hey, you know, can he just, like, really quickly fix it? And then I was just, no, you can't do that, because then she'd see his powers used, and then a few minutes later, he does it anyway, and she sees that his powers were used, and she now knows that he's a psychic, an Esper. So, that's cool. And it seems like that inspired her to write a new novel, so that's cool as well. But yeah, somebody's now, again, in the know, so that makes things interesting. See anything else of the episode? Yeah, the little green ghosty thing. You know, I don't remember exactly what his circumstances were, but Yeah, I remember he was in the first season. I definitely remember he was. But I don't remember any details on how we got to that position. I mean, the whole farmer stuff, I don't really have much to say on that because it was just some basic, you know, reminding you about it, the, you know, giving you a bit of a refresher on the little adventures that Mob goes on with Reagan. You know, Reagan, whatever his name is. I don't think they even said his name in the episode, but his name was something like that. You know, just kind of showing us another example of those little adventures, so that didn't really have much bearing on the rest of the episode itself, but we did find out that Mob, although he can grow plants super fast, they don't taste very good, so a bit of a it's just not worth doing, basically. You know, those money symbols in his eyes just kind of faded when he realized that. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good episode, pretty solid start to the second season, and I'm pretty excited to see more of it. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.